Hijack!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the NAFO Convoy 25. It's January 2024 in Ukraine and this is the biggest ever convoy that we have delivered. Over $500,000 of equipment will be handed over this weekend from the NAFO 2.0 trucks you can see, complete with drone jammers, through to advanced Ukrainian drone technology, and that's all thanks to your continued support and fundraising.
Slava Ukraini!
Heroyam Slava!
Putin!
I'm joined here by Morgan of, what's your unit, Morgan?
Combined Tactical Group Pegasus.
And if you can tell everyone, like, what does that group do?
Well, we've got different stuff what we are doing, but mostly we're hunting for the very valuable targets on the front line, especially the components of electronic warfare or components of air defense system. So this is our main job, and also we using the most innovative, most advanced weapon. We are the unit who firstly use this weapon on a real combat condition, and after that we are just giving this weapon to the regular units.
So your unit's job is to test the latest technology that can be used to help Ukraine win the war.
Yeah, exactly, because as we are looking for some disruptive tools of pressure on our enemies, so we are those who are there to use it at first time.
Brave guys.
Thank you. But also because of your help.
Yeah. Well, yes, of course, and everyone's help that's watching this video as well back home, all the NAFO supporters. Can you tell everyone a little bit about what that is in your hand?
Well, in my hand, the special drone called Needle, and this drone dedicated for hunting, autonomous hunting of the electronic warfare.
Okay.
And I also have to say big thanks not just for charity donation, but also for the huge support of those engineers who now joined the Artus army, especially in United States, who help us to develop unique software which allows to this drone without pilot flying in the sector and looking for electronic warfare and hit it independently without interference of pilot.
So not only has the community around the charity actually helped fundraise these new technology, they're also writing the software as well that will enable it to operate in the battlefield. And this campaign, you know, not only is this convoy the biggest one that we've done, but the campaign itself, the one, the Vatnik Slayers, this has been the best-selling NAFO patch ever, over 800 of them sold. It's absolutely incredible, the amount of support, like not just for the trucks, but also for these advanced weapons. And, you know, I hope that you and the unit get to use these very soon, that they're incredibly successful, and that the manufacturing gets scaled up and the rest of the units across the Ukrainian army can start using them. So, you know, from everyone here, thank you so much for helping defend not just Ukraine, but democracy and the rest of the free world.
Yeah, thank you so much, because the most important weapon, the most dangerous weapon is our friendship, our partnership, and actually we are showing the world the new model how to resist the good, because the cooperation between those who believe in good and who is taking this fight between good and evil. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, today we have 25th Convoy. All our pickup trucks have these amazing jamming systems. So I want to tell you about this basic version, Unwave STR50. So it may protect crew and car against FPV drones, jamming FPV standard basic frequencies. But also today we have professional jamming system as NOMAD. It may jam not only FPV but also Mavics, AUTEL and several digital frequencies. It will be, and it's already provided to the special units who knows how to use it. I hope it will help them a lot.
Our team is very strong professionally. Before the war, we all worked in hospitals. Everyone had his own specialization. When the war started, we decided that we had to save and protect the lives and health of our heroes. We have surgeons, anesthesiologists, cardiologists, oncologists and therapists. We have a really strong team.
Can you explain a little bit about how your part of the unit works along? So if a soldier gets injured, where does his team get involved?
The main thing is to be on time where our help is needed. If our hero gets injured, we have this ambulance. It is equipped with everything we may need. It has a defibrillator, a system of artificial lung ventilation. In general, there is a lot here. This vehicle is designed to save the lives of our people. And it is very cool that it has an electronic warfare system to keep protected against drones. This is incredibly important. Our task is not only to save the lives of the military, but also to ensure the safety of our medics. They should not come under fire. A medic is a very important person. Saving the life of a medic means saving the life of dozens or hundreds of our fighters.
These two amazing guys gave you this truck, all this equipment inside. They bring so much medical equipment from Estonia.
They're big friends, our brigade.
Big friend, right. And I'd like them to present the patch to you. This is our Sniffing Brigade patch. And these.
Slava Ukraini!
Heroyam Slava!
Я представляю один з видатних підрозділів.
I represent one of the units of our glorious artillery. Unfortunately, I cannot say which unit, but this unit is named after one of the most glorious leaders of Zaporizhia army. We're currently working in the Zaporizhia sector. Our work is simple. We get the coordinates of a target, go there, work on the target, and if necessary, work on the target more and make sure to destroy the enemy. This vehicle will be used for reconnaissance. The vehicle will also help us in reconnaissance to confirm whether the location is safe for our artillery, as enemy drones are a constant threat. Fast mobile vehicles will help us to quickly reconnoiter and arrive at the position and then leave quickly. The vehicle will also help us to deliver ammunition very quickly and more safely to places where it is dangerous for large trucks to travel. We are making every effort to make it happen.
So I'd like to also introduce him to one of our brilliant fundraisers, the man standing next to him. Vitaly, this is Renaud.
Nice to meet you.
He bought the truck and helped raise the funds for this one and has done many others for us. You have bought him other things as well here, I can see as well.
Yes, of course. Some Belgian chocolate and other products, vitamins and medicine also, and to keep you warm. Care package, I think is the name. I'm sure in the unit people will be happy with such products. And people of Belgium not wanting to give just euro, like to give a product from Belgium, and that's are some examples.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I hope that 2024 is as successful for you, your unit, as it has been since the beginning.
Ми прикладаємо максимум зусилля, щоб це так було.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alex.
And could you just tell everyone a little bit about your unit and what you do within the war?
Okay, so our unit is a mortar battery.
Yeah.
It was a mortar platoon, but then it became a battery. I hope soon we'll have like mortar army, but still. Okay, so what's our job? Our job is the usual job for artillery and mortars. We support our infantry, we find a position, we shoot, and then we try to rush somewhere to not get the
counterfire.
The back counterfire, something like this.
And
but
are you
still,
working with all different types of mortars?
Yeah, different types of mortars. First, we had 3 mortars which are called buttercup, in English Vasilok.
Okay.
Yeah, specific mortar, a bit like a gun from artillery. It looks like a gun, but it's small. It's 82 millimeters, you know.
Yeah.
But then we found trophy mortars in Izum. Yes, we just all battery people from our platoon found 2 mortars, Russian mortars, and we just started fighting with those mortars. Also, people from the unit of our colleagues found another little mortar, 82 mortar like tube, not buttercup, but tube, and they gave us this mortar, and that was extremely helpful. We didn't know that it would be helpful, but it was, because when we entered Klishivka near Bakhmut, it's very hard to mask there.
Yeah. If you brought these things with you here today, is this these things? Or
those things are from those things are like little ticks, little tricky things from the front line.
Understood.
They were found in different places. For instance, this is a helmet, yes, like it's they say. Helmet of like helmet, like we call it, a helmet of Russians.
But we can see that it hasn't offered much protection at all. Like there's a bullet hole goes all the way through here.
This is like they call it in Russian, like if we translate it into English, it's two-way radio. It's like from the Stone Age two-way radio, because if we compare with the ones that we use, it's bigger, it's not so convenient, but still they use it. Funny memories.
Yeah.
The only funny thing with this two-way radio was that if you switch it on, it starts speaking with the female voice, and and that's cool. Okay.
We have met this man before. We did an amazing handover with him at the Motherland Monument that you might remember if you've seen previous convoy videos. But can he just introduce himself and the unit that he's with?
I'm the chief of intelligence of one of the units of the 36th Marine Brigade.
Instructor, we have a special present for you. It's a jamming system which will jam not only FPV drones but also Mavics, Autel and other digital drones.
This electronic warfare unit will be operating on one combat vehicle. It is called Shilka. It is a means of fighting air targets like this one. It has 4 barrels.
Because I was going to ask, I've got this in my hand. Like, can you explain to everyone what this is?
This is a part of Shahed drone that was shot down just before the new year in the southern part of Kherson region. This is a new type of unmanned aerial vehicle. They are much more dangerous because they have a larger warhead. Other parts of this UAV were taken by our partners for study, and we have brought this part for you as a military trophy.
As a gift.
Well, thank you. Dziękuję. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys do specifically within your unit?
So we specifically are like the big bomber drone operators.
Okay.
The one Russians call the Baba Yaga.
Okay.
I think the closest like American culture representative name is the Boogeyman.
That's right, yeah, that is right. And so you've got the big drones. You know, we've got an example of one that you've probably seen as well today.
I've seen that, yeah.
What exactly are you doing with them?
We are bombing
Yeah.
the enemy.
Yes. And beyond using the big drones, have you also using other types of drone technology?
Pretty much everything, like from these drones to FPV to large reconnaissance UAVs.
Of course.
And bombers.
And is quite a lot of that Ukrainian-made technology as well? Like,
I think 100% of all the like big bomber drones we use are made in Ukraine.
And this transporter that we've got here, is this going to be used for transporting the drones and the teams around?
Drones, teams and armor.
Okay. And what is this stuff that you've brought along with you as well today? Is there any story behind any of this equipment, or?
Not really.
Yeah.
Like we are the infantry brigade. We don't have a lot of like swag.
Yes.
So we took this from our artillery fellows, but this is not the stuff we are throwing from drones. Unfortunately, it's too heavy.
Perfect. And one of our incredibly generous Estonians also paid personally for a number of these Mavic 3Ts, so I think you're getting one of them from him as well, which is he's an amazing guy,
like,
and I'll bring him over in a minute to say hello. But
yeah, we've met the guy who bought the drones already, and we said thanks to him. Yeah, that's amazing. Guy.
If you could tell everyone a little bit about your responsibilities as an actual commander within the unit.
At present, our brigade is working in the Kupiansk-Liman area. Our unit is Strela-10 anti-aircraft missile battery. Our task is to destroy enemy aircraft, helicopters and UAVs. At the moment, our unit has destroyed 5 Su-25 aircraft, 1 Su-27 aircraft, 1 Ka-52 helicopter, 2 Orlan-10 UAVs, and 2 Lancet UAVs.
Do you have to use a lot of people to do that and equipment? You know, is it quite a big operation to shoot down one Russian fighter jet?
We need to involve a lot of people and use a lot of positions because we cannot know exactly from which direction the enemy aircraft will attack. Therefore, we need to stretch our forces along the entire front line. We will use this particular vehicle for rotations as people need to rest. Soon the third year of the war will begin and all my men have not been on rotation. They took vacations for only 10 days.
Надавалася лише відпустки строком на до 10 діб. Для підвозу для них.
We will also use the vehicle to transport provisions, clothes, ammunition and to evacuate the wounded.
I am
the head of the medical unit of one of the battalions of the 3rd Assault Brigade. We have been in the Bakhmut sector for over a year. We conducted the most difficult assault, and due to these pickup trucks, we evacuated our wounded soldiers. There is always very dense fire in our area, FPV drones are constantly flying and enemy artillery is bothering us. So we need mobile ambulances to help us quickly transport our wounded soldiers to the hospital. We are an assault brigade. That's why we're always in maximum danger and very close to the fighting. That is why all drones are focused on our destruction. Given that an assault can never be held without losses, we have to travel constantly. While an infantryman can hide in a shelter or a trench, a medic is always in a hurry to evacuate.
Because you're a medic, you are the first person they try and hit on the battlefield.
Medics are the main target with the highest priority. Unfortunately, that year FPV drones were not used as often as they are now. Now any direction is dangerous because of the massive use of drones in reconnaissance and attacks. During the Bakhmut campaign, we evacuated more than 1,000 wounded, and we did it with the help of vehicles like this. Unfortunately, they do not last forever, and sometimes we lose a vehicle due to mine fragments or engine failure. There are different situations. That is why we constantly need to renew our vehicle stuff to always be sure of the vehicle. When I or my group goes on a mission, we always pray to survive and that our vehicle will not let us down. If the car does not fail, we do the job as well as possible.
Your unit evacuate over 1,000 people from Bakhmut.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. Well done.
Thank
Anna Maria and Renaud drove the truck over and raised all the money for the truck.
Our unit was formed in Zaporizhia region. Our battalion performed its first combat mission in Bakhmut. It was in the summer and fall of 2023. Our battalion worked near the village of Andriivka together with the 3rd Assault Brigade. Now the battalion has been transferred to the Kharkiv region.
Зараз батальйон переведений у Харківську область, виконуємо там бойові завдання.
What type of equipment are they working with in the war?
Аеророзвідка – це квадрокоптери.
We are working with quadrocopters. We're currently mastering drone drops. We plan to learn to fly FPV drones. We are now actively collecting equipment for this. Today, this is a necessary direction as FPV drones have proven to be a very effective weapon in modern warfare. And we understand this very well.
Ми це розуміємо.
Там, де ми виконуємо завдання, велика.
There is a large open area where we perform our missions. We have no opportunity to hide using the terrain. Therefore, our rotations take place in the gray zone, at a very fast pace at night. We need to arrive and depart as quickly as possible, be mobile and fast, so that the enemy does not see us.
Щоб ніхто не побачив, тому що у наших ворогів дуже багато є китайських іграшок.
Because the enemy has a lot of Chinese toys near the border, which allows them to effectively monitor the area and see us all the time. These cameras cost millions, and we destroy them, but their resources allow them to constantly buy new ones and continue to conduct reconnaissance.
На знищення її, але у них є ресурси, вони поповнюють і постійно ці камери за нами дивимося.
We have one other present that was here from. Is this yours? Our friend here has personally bought you this thermal drone.
Ми розуміємо,
That's cool.
That this man bought for them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Thanks. Thank you.
And I'm joined by the legendary 93rd Mechanized Brigade with Norman and Michael. And if we just start, if you just tell us a little bit about the unit, because it's a particularly famous Ukrainian unit.
It's one of most famous Ukrainian brigades. We have a lot of experience. Our brigade took part in Donetsk airport defense on all hottest battle spots of this war. More than 14 months we are on the Bakhmut region. A lot of battles, a lot of victories. We highly appreciate that we are members of such legendary brigades such as the 93rd Separate Mechanized. We love our brigades with all our passion.
And we've bought you a Volkswagen Transporter. Like, how will you be using this type of truck?
If this is promotion, it would be a car for ammunition. If not, it will be car for equipment for our pilots, for our drone pilots. We're immensely grateful for Estonian folk support, for 69th Sniffing Brigade support, for all your donators, for all people who support you, who help us, who give money, and together we will win this war. Slava Ukraini!
Heroyam Slava!
Hello guys, my name is Victor, call sign is Gideon, and I am a representative of Special Forces Brigade Drone Strike Unit. Our main specialization is one-way FPV kamikaze drones.
What types are you using? Is it the ones that a lot of people have seen in the video, those sort of single-use small ones that that the Sniffing Brigade has been fundraising for?
Yes. Small drones, 7 inches size, is our main drone. It is very useful. For instance, last month we destroyed 2 tanks, T-90, for 4 days with these 2 drones.
Wow. And how many of these are you using in an operation?
Up to 30 units.
Up to 30 per operation?
Yes.
Wow. And are you going out every day, a couple of times a day?
Every day, and whole day we are staying on the street. If we are working in summer, it may last from very, very early morning, like 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. So all this time we are staying and waiting our targets. Yeah. And if we hear commands that something is coming, we are lifting up a drone and trying to destroy it.
we've heard before about what they call the golden hour of time.
Sure.
So having a truck like this helps make that hour be as efficient as possible.
Of course, it helps, and we need the power cars and more cars to do more casevacs.
Have you had to carry a wounded soldier for a long journey to get them back from where they were injured, or?
My personal longest journey was like 3.5 kilometers by legs.
So these are the new, the little robot drones that will actually have the stretcher that will take someone. So are you using them in your?
We use it only 2 times in my memory.
Amazing though. But so how can you explain a little bit about how that works? Like, is there an operator and then they drive it out, or do they go with it?
It's like a child toy, if you understand. You have a pult, and the drone with a big like this.
The wheels, wheels.
And it's big, like a plate for injured people. And it going like a 200 meters like this, but you can do it from the road to road. And it's safety, of course, and it's huge, but it's more safety for medics and for the guy, because it's so low on earth. So
they will, you actually drive the drone out to where the guy's injured. People will load him on,
or he by himself.
He will get on it.
Yes, get
amazing, right? So he'll get onto it, and then you'll drive him back to a safer place, and then start administering aid there. Wow.
We get smarter, you know.
That's super clever, isn't it? That's amazing. Do you need things like this as well? So even if it looks like an ambulance, they will target you and try and attack. It makes no difference.
They like to injure medics or find evacuation and.
So I think what you're saying is if you're actually got a cross indicating you're a medic or your truck, you will be deliberately targeted.
Yeah, like this.
And if you could just introduce to everyone your unit and exactly what you do.
I am from a sapper unit. We're also engaged in the construction of trenches, fortifications and other defensive structures on the first lines of defense. At the same time, we do not take part in assaults. We only defend, mine and clear mines.
So are you building a lot of defensive positions and lines at the moment as well?
Yes, we do. Our work is carried out quite close to the front line, a distance of about 4 or 5 kilometers, in case the enemy breaks through the front and there is a threat of a rapid advance.
And he's brought like a little friend. Is that his daughter that he's got along with us today?
Yes.
Is it? Oh. Hello. It must be nice for him to be able to spend some time with his daughter as well and pick up this truck.
Our unit is engaged in destroying the enemy as effectively as possible and driving them off our land. We have very large drones that drop bombs and mines on their dugouts, trenches and strongholds and destroy them. Their losses are very high, both in manpower and equipment. They even nicknamed our drones as Baba Yaga.
Просто вони навіть прозвали наші пташки Баба Яга.
And are they still able to operate the drones even with very strong Russian RAB operating?
We're constantly modernizing our drones. You could even say we're tuning them. This allows us to effectively bypass their electronic warfare system.
Автівки ми використовуємо для
We use cars as our mobile crews. Thanks to them, we can drive to hard-to-reach places and remain undetected. As everyone knows, mobility and speed are very important on the front line.
автівки дуже гарно туди заїжджають і
It allows us to quickly arrive at the positions and leave them.
вони так і швидко евакуюватися з місця. Цей прапор підписаний.
This flag is signed by our company of combat unmanned aerial vehicles and our commanders.
Нашими командирами.
What unit they're with and what they do in the war.
Наш підрозділ
Our unit is an 82 caliber mortar team.
мінометні розрахунки 82-го калібру.
What does he see as the most important equipment that they need?
Give us F-16s, please, and more shells.
Yeah, I think we have a member of parliament here that we tried to get to bring the F-16. We all hope that the F-16s come as quickly as possible. But sadly, we can't buy fighter jets with the charity. If we could, we would. But we can give you this truck today. How will this be used? Will they actually attach the mortar to the back to bring it in and then put the shells inside? If they can explain how they will use it.
Ні, міномет буде...
We carry our mortar in the trunk. The vehicle will be used to transport personnel and ammunition.
Oh wow, what's that? Is it a honey, it's the honey badger.
Marines, yeah.
It's the Marines.
Борсук.
It's a badger.
Yeah, the honey badger, isn't it? Yeah, it's the honey badger. It is. Yeah, the honey badger. Violent little thing. Yeah. Well, thank you. Дякую.
And we thank you.
Are you an infantry unit, drones? Like what type of weapons?
Type of weapons. I'm just a machine gun.
You've brought this with us. I mean, this looks particularly
It's our girls. It's just draw it for you.
amazing. Oh,
Yeah.
so they've hand painted it all, have they?
Yeah.
Wonderful. How lovely. Thank you. Дякую.
And if you don't mind, we want to present our flag from our unit. It's 201 Battalion. And our guys from our unit is just signing for you. It's from Donetsk region.
Oh,
yeah, from front line.
So you can see it has a Belgian flag on the truck.
Yeah, I see.
Because we have a very special Belgium supporter, Renaud, that you can see there with the camera, and he's also got his own battalion of the 69 Sniffing Brigade, the Belgian battalion.
Yeah.
And Renaud has also bought some food from Belgium, is that right?
Yes, of course, Belgian chocolate and other things that I hope help you. There are some medicine, paracetamol, vitamins, nuts. Oh, Belgian waffle.
Ah, the waffles.
Every time. Valerie, you know. It's the name of my wife.
Thank you. Давай,
Хочемо дати наш великий.
Thank you a lot. And just a minute, I'm grateful for the Sniffing Brigade. Will give me this bomber jack, and that's a patch of the training brigade. It's an F-16, and you don't really do one, but I have a second one.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you also. Thank you also.
Thank you.
So that is the end of Convoy 25 handover, the largest one we have done. Over $500,000 US of equipment, including 16 trucks, and over the course of this weekend, over 180 drones. We've seen the Baba Yaga flying, the Needle drone, and we've learnt from the soldiers the use of drones to carry evacuated wounded, and how important the support that we keep giving Ukraine is to them across the front lines. So thank you so much to everyone that has donated to the campaigns over Christmas, our record-breaking campaigns, and let's continue supporting Ukraine for the rest of 2024 so we can win this war. Slava Ukraini, Heroyam Slava.